Happening now, the latest on a crash that killed 2 people over the weekend, plus what we know about new COVID-19 testing availability here in Chautauqua County.
And today is the last day of the warmth, and then the temperatures go sliding down from here. I'll tell you where they're going next as the news at noon starts right now.
Live and on demand, this is WNY News Now.
And thanks for joining us for WNY News Now as we start off a brand new week. I'm Justin Gould. 2 people died yesterday afternoon during a crash in Warren County, Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania State Police tell us 72-year-old Charles Scott and 80-year-old Marceline White, both of Pittsfield, Pennsylvania, were traveling on State Route 27 when Scott, the driver of a 1976 Dodge Dart, swerved into the oncoming lane to avoid hitting a stopped vehicle. That lane maneuver, police say, caused a Ford pickup truck heading westbound to crash into the passenger side of Scott's vehicle. Troopers say both vehicles came to rest in the roadway. White, police say, died at the scene while Scott was flown to UPMC Hammett Hospital, where he was later pronounced dead. The driver and passenger in the truck, a 30-year-old Youngsville man and a 26-year-old North Warren woman, were uninjured. Well, drive-through COVID-19 rapid testing will take place this week here in Chautauqua County. The County Health Department says testing clinics will be held in the east parking lot off of Peacock Street at the county's office building in Mayville. Officials say residents will be swabbed and then may leave. The health department staff will then run the tests and contact patients with their results within 2 hours, and that symptomatic patients should plan to isolate. This week, testing will take place Tuesday and Wednesday from 9 to 1. Testing will also take place throughout the month of October. That testing, officials say, is free to anyone who wants to make an appointment.
They just need to answer a few questions from our staff here. Anybody who wants a test can get a test. If there is a minor who would like a test, a parent needs to provide consent in order for that to happen. But otherwise, pretty straightforward. Anybody who wants a test can get a test. First come, first serve.
Now, over the weekend, 12 new cases of COVID-19 were reported in Chautauqua County on Saturday and Sunday. Last week, spots for the county's first rapid testing site here in Jamestown filled up in several hours with more than 60 people being served. Well, he's made his pick and he's made it clear. President Donald Trump wants to see Amy Coney Barrett confirmed to the Supreme Court before the election. But that's less than 40 days away. So what would a fast-tracked confirmation look like? Our Britt Conway breaks down the timeline.
It is my honor to nominate one of our nation's most brilliant and gifted legal minds to the Supreme Court.
Judge Amy Coney Barrett, President Trump's pick for Supreme Court Justice, and the push for confirmation is well underway. White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows says it starts with getting senators on board.
Making sure that all the senators are well informed of the judge's credentials, which are impeccable, but we're optimistic that we'll be prepared.
He says they plan to start making their case to senators Monday and be on Capitol Hill as early as Tuesday. Barrett will also be there Tuesday to meet with several people, including Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell. Then the process heads to the Senate Judiciary Committee. Senator Lindsey Graham, head of that committee, says the confirmation hearing will begin starting with opening statements on October 12th. On Tuesday and Wednesday, Judge Barrett will be questioned. Then there would be a closed session on October 15th with outside witnesses. And finally, a committee vote on October 22nd to send the nomination before the entire chamber. And Senator Graham says he hopes it'll clear the committee by the 26th.
Then it will be up to Senator McConnell as to what to do with the nomination once it comes out of committee.
This timeline tees up a final vote on the Senate floor just days shy of the November 3rd election, putting the Senate on track for one of the quickest confirmations in modern history. I'm Britt Conway reporting.
Britt, thank you. No Supreme Court nominee has ever been confirmed after the month of July during a presidential election year. Well, back here at home, the Girl Scouts of Western New York kicked off their fall product program today to help raise funds for programs, community service projects, and other special activities. Group leaders say in addition to helping Scouts fund their programs, the fundraiser also gives back to the military through the Share Donation program, where customers can choose to purchase items to benefit local military personnel and veterans alike. Now, typically, Scouts would travel door to door to sell their cookies. However, because of the COVID-19 pandemic, girls across our area are putting technology skills to the test, using an online digital platform to engage close friends, families, and even the general public to order things like candles, candies, nuts, magazines, and other related items. Now, program leaders say Girl Scouts will not only learn how to sell products online, but will also gain money management skills as well. The program runs through October 28th. For more, visit gswny.org. Well, we thank you for joining us here for WNY News Now. As we start off a brand new week, we appreciate you getting your local news from us. Great to see Mark. Good to see you on the broadcast. Thanks for coming in. Good to see Cassandra, David. Good afternoon to Rick, Renee, Pam, Lisa, Beth, Joseph, and Tori as well. Hopefully everybody's having a good day and certainly enjoying that pretty nice weather that is out there. Speaking of it, let's get a check now of our First Defense weather forecast with Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter. Happy Monday to you, Dakota.
Happy Monday, Justin, and happy Monday to all of you. I hope you got out and enjoyed the weekend because it was warm, sunny, and dry, but those days, yeah, they're long gone. Live look over Salamanca shows you just a few clouds dotting the sky. The humidity up today, so you're going to be noticing a little bit of humidity as you, of course, as you walk outside. Now, over the past 5 hours, this is a 5-hour radar loop, there has been a few little light sprinkles and showers moving across the southern tier. The Jamestown airport did not actually report any of this, so I think some of it was actually starting to kind of just it's like what we call Virgo, where it's raining up in the cloud level, but it evaporates on the way down. But there could be a few little spotty showers within that. And again, a few spotty showers through the afternoon today could definitely be possible. But other than that, the rest of the area is dry. And the chance of rain is going to be going up here. And this is not a bad thing. This is a good thing. We need the rain here. So we go 25, 40, 35, 60, and 75% chance of rain in area as we go throughout the week. So the high yesterday, we topped out at 76 degrees, nice and mild. That's 10 degrees above normal to where we should be, and the low this morning was 56. 87 and 27 are the record highs and lows for this day set at the airport. So through the afternoon, sun and clouds are going to be battle royal. If you're a Fortnite player like me, you'll know Battle Royal. Still mild, a bit muggy, and a isolated shower or sprinkle through the afternoon, 72 to 81 with a south wind. Now the winds kick up tonight, and then we get into the chance of rain, which we need. How much? I'll tell you in a few. Justin?
All right, Dakota, we're certainly looking forward to it because, as you mentioned, not quite drought conditions out there yet, but certainly dry. Thank you. Well, water main flushing in the Jamestown area is slated to get underway this week. The Jamestown Board of Public Utilities says that pre-flushing in Falconer will start this Friday at 2 o'clock, with flushing continuing over the weekend until the village is entirely clear. Now, during the flushing, water will likely be discolored in Falconer and on the north side of Jamestown. Flushing of the remainder of the BPU water division system will take place during the first 2 full weeks of October. The BPU's Facebook, website, and Twitter pages will display full flushing locations. And with Dunkirk Elementary Schools resuming in-person learning today, police there are urging drivers to use extra safety measures with children walking to and from school. The Dunkirk Police Department says they will have patrol officers checking the school zone areas for speed limit violations. Police are also urging those on the road to watch out for stopped school buses that have their red lights flashing. They say all vehicles on the roadway operating in any direction on a single or multi-lane highway must stop before their vehicle reaches the bus when the bus has its red lights on. Police are also reminding parents to talk with their kids about stranger dangers, especially getting in unknown vehicles. If approached by a stranger, parents are asked to teach their kids to run away, scream, and yell. while trying to find a teacher, police officer, crossing guard, or another adult they know to tell them what happened. Coming up next, the latest effort to combat invasive species here locally. And later, more on the future of Halloween during this worldwide COVID-19 pandemic. Stay with us as WNY News Now continues.
With coverage that matters. This is WNY News Now.
EagleZip.com is your local one-stop shop for all of your home and business computer needs. Located on Fluvan Avenue Extension, just outside of Jamestown, EagleZip.com sells and services all brands of desktops and laptops, as well as servers and network equipment for your business. All new computer sales include transferring your data from your old computer, plus a 2-year warranty. Call EagleZip.com today.
Stop by EagleZip.com today and let us make computers easy for you.
Want weather now? Download the WNY News Now mobile app and stay up to date on severe weather alerts. Plus, anytime hazardous weather strikes, stick with the Southern Tier's only 24/7 streaming network that keeps you safe. You're all in a tornado warning, so now is the time to go to a safe place, small room, lowest floor, near the center, away from windows. What are you waiting for? Download the WNY News Now mobile app today. It's free in the Apple App Store and Google Play Store.
I'm a survivor.
I'm a survivor. I'm a survivor.
Testicular cancer is the leading form of cancer in men aged 15 to 35.
1 in 250 men will be diagnosed with testicular cancer.
But 98% will survive if detected early.
As a survivor, I believe early detection is the key. Learn how to do a testicular self-exam and other important facts about testicular cancer at oneball4tc.com.
You're watching WNY News Now, where coverage comes first.
And welcome back. In an effort to combat the influx of invasive species here in New York, the Department of Environmental Conservation is working with the state's Invasive Species Institute and Cornell University to help limit the spread. Supported by the state's Environmental Protection Fund with $3.5 million, the 5-year project Memorandum of Understanding is focused on identifying invasive species, education, outreach, and targeted control efforts. Now, here in Chautauqua County, officials are working to contain the harmful blue-green algae, which each year dominates the lake. Now, the new invasive species that they're also working to contain are chestnut, water chestnut, swallowwort, and Japanese knotweed. Well, President Trump's taxes are once again taking center stage and will be likely a main issue during his debate with Democratic challenger Joe Biden tomorrow night. As John Lawrence reports, yesterday, the New York Times released a report about the president and his financial dealings.
President Trump's campaign facing a bombshell report.
Here it is, a month before the election, October surprise.
According to the New York Times, Donald J. Trump paid $750 in federal income taxes the year he won the presidency. In his first year in the White House, he paid another $750.
This suggests that Donald Trump needs the presidency right now because of the bills he has coming due.
The Times adds Trump didn't pay federal income taxes 10 out of 15 years starting in 2000 because he reported losing far more money than he made. The president called the Times report fake news.
Actually, I paid tax, and you'll see that as soon as my tax returns. It's under audit. They've been under audit for a long time.
House Speaker Nancy Pelosi released a statement saying the Times story shows President Trump's disdain for America's working families. Democratic National Committee Chairman Tom Perez said Trump is using the presidency to line his pockets instead of helping the American people.
You have in Donald Trump a president who spends his time thinking about how he can work his way out of paying taxes, of meeting the obligation that every other working person in this country meets every year.
Some political analysts say the Times report is just a storm in a teacup.
It doesn't look like there's anything criminal in here, and he takes legal tax breaks that, as I understand it, are common to real estate investors.
I'm John Lawrence reporting.
John, thank you. A lawyer for the Trump Organization told the New York Times most, if not all, of the facts appear to be inaccurate. The Times says it won't release the tax return information publicly in order to protect the sources who have taken personal risks to help inform the public, the Times says. Well, Amazon Prime Day is set for October 13th and 14th this year. Amazon made that announcement this morning. The two-day annual sales event usually happens in mid-July but was postponed due to the pandemic. Prime Day is Amazon's version of Christmas in the summer, with sales routinely outpacing Black Friday. The e-commerce giant has never held this sale this late, and never in the fourth quarter, which also includes Black Friday and Cyber Monday. Amazon Prime Vice President Jamestown says the company thinks Amazon Prime Day will be bigger this year than before. Amazon has thrived during the pandemic as consumers purchased more goods online and are limiting store visits. The company reported $88.9 billion in sales during its latest quarter, ending in June 30th, a 40% jump from the same period a year earlier. Well, like Mother's Day, Father's Day, Grandparents' Day, and every similar day combined, today is National Family Day. National Day calendar says the National Center on Addiction created this holiday back in 2001. The organization's interest comes from research showing teens who eat meals with their families are less likely to abuse substances. They're also healthier and do better in school. Of course, not everyone has children, and not all children have parents in their lives. So whatever your biological or chosen family looks like, today's a day to honor those you love. Certainly lots of love going out to my family and to you. Thanks for watching and tuning in here to WNY News Now. Let's get a check of our First Defense weather forecast. And you know, Dakota, I think the beautiful thing that you and I both share is the bond of family and the fact that we get to see our family pretty much on the regular. Yeah. And this weekend for me was no different, as we had a surprise visitor, and it was great to see them in. And of course, you know, keeping all this COVID-19 pandemic in mind with visitors from outside the area. But nevertheless, a lot of people around here, family's big. And yes. We spend a lot of time with them all the time.
Yeah, and you know, just speaking about, you know, support and whatnot, I mean, I don't think my family could be any more supportive over, you know, all of the decisions I've made in life, all the dumb decisions I made when I was a teenager, which really weren't that many, to be honest with you. But, you know, all the decisions I've made, they stuck by it. And so, you know, I couldn't have asked for a more supportive family for, you know, everything that's happened in my life. And I'm only 26. Can you believe that? Anyway, let's take a look at the graphics, and we'll take a look at the fall foliage in Randolph. Oh, Justin, you send us some amazing pictures.
Thank you.
Yes, along with Sean. Yes, along with Sean and Kyle Heelis, everybody, all of you who send us amazing pictures of the fall foliage out in Randolph and the little clock tower right there. And of course, if you have any pictures or videos of the weather, Hunters WX on Twitter, the First Defense weather page on Facebook, and make sure you use the hashtag MyLocalWX, and that's how we see them in the weather office, and that is how we get them on the air. So here's what's coming up. Do your rain dance, because we do need some rain, so please do your rain dance. Temps gradually will fall this week. They're not going to come crashing down, but they're going to be gradually coming down, which is, so if you like the summer warmth, say goodbye to it. It's gone. And it's going to be feeling more like the season we are in, and clouds are going to be sticking around throughout much of this week. Right now at noon hours, 68 at the airport, south wind of 10. The dew point up 61, but the good news is the dew point not excessively high, so we really don't have a big heat index out there to contend with. Now, as I've been telling you, this is the bigger problem. We need a drink, and we need it now. Like the commercial for money settlement, and I need it now. You know what I mean, Jay? Yes.
I'm drinking.
Yeah.
Drinking for you.
Yes. It's water, right? Not anything else.
I don't know.
Okay. All right. Let's just move on. So the
5 o'clock yet.
Yes, it's 5 o'clock somewhere though, right, Jay? less than an inch of rain throughout the month. We should be at 4.02, so we're running over 3 inches below normal terms of rainfall. So here's what's going on here. First defense Doppler, just a small little itty-bitty shower west of Franklinville, and this might not even be falling at all. It's probably Virga at this point where it's starting to evaporate on the way down, but there will be the chance for a few spotty showers through the afternoon, and otherwise that's it. Now the satellite and radar composite shows you, as we zoom out the view, there's a cold front right back here. This is going to be the focal point for more rain showers tonight and then going into the day tomorrow. So we'll show it to you on Future Scan. Notice the model does actually spark up a few of these showers. I think the model's overdoing the coverage, so there will be a chance for a spotty shower, but I think it does handle the overnight pretty well. A few scattered showers becoming a little bit more widespread as we go, especially as we go towards the morning hours. Now tomorrow we'll get into a chance for a few showers, but notice what peaks up just over here. This has been something we've been keeping an eye on, the track of the heavier rain with another storm system. It looks like the heaviest rain is going to miss us out to the east, but we will see a few scattered showers through that. Basically throughout much of this week, almost every day this week, there will be the chance for at least a few scattered showers from time to time. So inland areas today, this is it. This is the last day of the warm air. Temperatures actually going into the mid to upper 70s throughout much of the day today, so enjoy it while we have it. How about the next 7 days of your life? Right there, 60 degrees tomorrow, 62 on Wednesday. Temperatures come down, and you'll see the temperatures falling right down into the 50s throughout the much of next week, throughout the remainder of this week. And yeah, we're going to be struggling to hit 60 tomorrow with a few showers basically almost each day this week. Justin?
All right, Dakota, thank you. We're back right after this.
You're watching WNY News Now, your source for breaking news.
There's an old saying, there's no news in the newsroom. Well, it's true. The time I spend at the anchor desk is just part of my day. Most of our time is spent gathering stories in the community, stories that matter to you. We can't do it alone, and we need your help. When you see breaking news or have a news tip we should know about, drop us a line on Facebook today, email our news desk, or call our newsroom at 488-7226 so we can bring those stories straight back to you.
Slow down.
Slow down and move over.
Move over.
When you see signs,
Lights.
Vests.
please give us some room.
Slow down.
Slow down and move over.
When you need help,
It's our job
To help you.
to save you.
despite the danger.
This danger is real.
Do your part.
Please
Slow down. Slow down. And move over.
move over.
Extra, extra, read all about it. Not tomorrow, but right now on the WNY News Now mobile app. Follow local news as it happens.
The mother of a special education student at Maple Grove High School is speaking out.
And stay informed with the Southern Tier's only 24/7 streaming network.
And Lake Erie is covered in less than 1% of ice as this winter season has entered its peak.
Download the WNY News Now app right now. It's free on the Apple App Store and Google Play Store.
You're watching WNY News Now, where coverage comes first.
Are you an 80s kid, or do you happen to know one? One of their beloved traditions was probably eating cereal while watching Saturday morning cartoons. Well, now General Mills is trying to tap into that nostalgia and is going retro. They're bringing back the 80s recipes of 4 of its cereals: Cocoa Puffs, Cookie Crisp, Trix, and Golden Grams are permanently returning to their 1980s version. The company says Cocoa Puffs will deliver more chocolatey taste, while Cookie Crisp will bring back more chocolate chip flavor. Trix is returning to 6 fruity shapes, and Golden Grams is bringing back honey to its lineup. General Mills says they are now available at most major retailers nationwide. Well, more than 148 million Americans plan to take part in Halloween-related activities this fall. That according to an annual survey by the National Retail Federation. But the CDC has put out some new guidelines urging people to celebrate safely. Our Mandy Gaither explains more in today's Health Minute.
It used to be the time of year masks were worn for fun, not necessity. But COVID-19 will change Halloween this year. If you're trying to figure out how to celebrate, the CDC has new guidelines on that, saying many traditional Halloween activities can spread the virus. The agency's asking people to avoid doing things it deems high risk, including traditional door-to-door trick-or-treating, indoor costume parties, hay rides, and haunted houses with people who aren't members of your household. Some activities on the moderate risk list include one-way trick-or-treating, where goodie bags are lined up at a distance for families to grab and go. Having a small group outdoor open-air costume parade where people are distanced more than 6 feet apart. Visiting pumpkin patches or orchards with hand sanitizer, social distancing, and masks. But if you want to celebrate and face the lowest risk, the CDC offers these alternatives to traditional Halloween. Carving or decorating pumpkins with your family or outside at a safe distance with neighbors or friends. Decorating where you live. Doing a Halloween scavenger hunt, holding a virtual Halloween costume contest, or a movie night with your family. The agency says these will help keep you in the holiday spirit and help slow the spread of COVID. For today's Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
Mandy, thank you. The CDC also says anyone who has COVID-19 or maybe has been exposed should not participate in in-person Halloween festivities, and they certainly should not give out candy to trick-or-treaters. Well, it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas at the post office. The U.S. Postal Service now has released their new holiday stamp, which you can buy today. Here's a look at the Holiday Delights Forever stamp. It just went on sale, and the stamp comes in 4 designs, each representing Christmas. You got the tree, an ornament, a stuffed stocking, and a pacing reindeer. The Postal Service says each design will add a touch of whimsy to your holiday mailing. Holiday Delights are available nationwide in booklets of $20 or $11 for $11. Certainly, Dakota, I actually know quite a few people who still get in on sending Christmas cards, not just digitally, but through the mail. I don't know, though. It seems like it might be a dying tradition.
Well, you see, the thing is, for me, I don't care for cards. So, I don't know. I'm always thankful when I get a card, like on Christmas or my birthday or whatever. But I know some people collect the cards and whatnot. I don't. I mean, unless it's like a really cool card.
Yeah.
I just
see. I think it's a nice thought, and as an adult, it's so much different than being a kid, as I'm sure most viewers
because as a kid, they hide money in the card.
Right.
But as an adult, you don't get that anymore.
Right.
Because we're all working stiffs, right, Jay?
I don't know if that's the term or not, but no, I think it's a little different, right? If you send your friends a holiday greeting card, I mean, here at WNY News Now, we still send out holiday greeting cards, and we think it's a nice gesture just to, thank people for the year, mainly, not so much Christmas if they don't celebrate Christmas, but rather just, hopefully you have a great rest of your, year. We thank you for your work or whatever connection we have to them. So it's interesting, nevertheless, and it's kind of funny. I just, for the first time in a while, I went to the post office yesterday because I needed to mail something to the Board of Elections, and if you can guess what that is. And I had to buy stamps, and I'm like, well, I'll just stock up. And the guy offered, he's like, so our Christmas stamps come out next week. And I'm like, thanks, buddy. It's still September.
Well, you see, I've been saying it all year long. The sooner we start thinking about Christmas, the sooner we can leave 2020 in the rearview mirror and start thinking about next year. Speaking of next year, let's take a look at the forecast for tonight. Now, again, rain showers will be coming in tonight. So again, there will be the chance for a few showers, 52 to 58, more clouds, some thunder, and it becomes breezy overnight. Wind gusts by morning could be around 25 to 30 miles per hour. Justin?
All right, Dakota, thank you. That's going to do it for us today. Of course, news continues 24/7 at WNYNewsNow.com. We'll leave you with this live look over downtown Jamestown. You see a little bit of clouds out there. If you missed anything that we talked about, don't worry. This program is available 24/7 at our website and here on Facebook. We're back tomorrow, live at noon. Hope to see you then.